Hi there, everyone. Welcome back to your Livegood back office. And today we're going to be looking at my team, my referrals. And if you scroll down, we'll look at the genealogy as well as the contact manager. So let's kick off first of all with my team. If you click on my team tab, it will bring up your genealogy, and here you'll have three options: view enroller tree, matrix list view, and your Powerline view. Now, what is important to note here is that your matrix updates every Thursday night at midnight to go along with the cutoff dates. So if you have just become a member, you will not see any members in your genealogy until the cutoff on Thursday night. But you will get paid for them for the pay period in which they became a member. Now, your matrix fills based on your enrollments, their enrollments, and the spillover that you receive from your upline. Now, to select a user and to be able to view that user's genealogy, you simply have to click on the corresponding position box. Now, to view additional details about a member, you place your mouse over the corresponding position box. And there you can see the different boxes. You have unranked, bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, and then waiting to be filled. And if you scroll down, you'll see your team. Now, I've removed the names of the people to protect their personal information. I've left mine there on the top, which says Retail Academy, because I'm on the top of my own matrix and I'm the CEO of my own business. So before I go into the stats, let me just briefly explain that in those blocks, when you see writing in the block, either blue or black, I'm going to explain to you what that means. A name written in the block as blue is obviously someone you personally introduced to Livegood. Now, a name in black is someone who was introduced to the business by your upline or even your downline. Now, remember, new members are placed in this genealogy each Thursday night with the cutoff. So if we click on that stats button, it will give you a matrix stats view with the different levels and show you who is active and who is inactive. If you hover over a particular block, it will bring up the selected user's information as well as the enroller. So you'll be able to see the user's name, their actual name and surname, their rank, and the type. All right, looking at the enroller tree view, if you click there, the enroller tree genealogy view is to show you how much total volume you have in your enroller tree and to help you to see who in your team is working to help you achieve the rank advancements. Now, your stats for my particular case here, Retail Academy, which is my business account, you can see it says personally enrolled customers and affiliates. So it will give you a number there. I've cleared mine out just to protect the privacy. And then it will give you the next block is your personally enrolled members. How many new affiliates did you have this month? And then your new members this month. It also tells you what viewer preference are you looking at. Are you looking at your own business, in this case, Retail Academy, or you could select a different user within your team, and then also the different levels. Okay, you can also change the view or just go up one in terms of the levels. You can also see the ranks again, and then right down at the bottom you'll see level, the name and the username of the individual, the enroller, as well as the date that they upgraded. If you scroll down, it will show you your whole team. I'm not going to do that now to protect the privacy of my team. Looking at the matrix list view, if you click there, the matrix tree genealogy view helps you to see your matrix in a list by level. Now, to see your regular matrix, you can simply click there. Now, remember, this matrix tree view does not indicate who you personally enrolled or what generation anyone is in your enroller tree. Because of spillover, it is likely you have more volume in your matrix than you see in your enroller tree. Now, to view your enroller tree, you can simply click there. And then here you have your different levels and how many active members you have in each of those, all the way down. You'll also see your viewer preference. You'll have a regular view, or you'll have a level by level view. And then the user that you are viewing and the different levels up to level 12. You can also change the view should you want to be able to do that as well. All right, let's scroll down, and there we can see the different levels still continuing all the way down. What is important here is if you have over 100,000 business volume in your matrix tree, it may take longer to open all levels. Now, to find a specific person in your organization faster, we suggest using the Find User page. Now, right at the bottom, you'll see the different levels again, the name of the user, the enroller, the date that they upgraded, the auto ship date, as well as whether they are active or inactive. And that will highlight it in different colors. You'll see the first one there is green, meaning unranked. The next one there is like an orange, which means bronze. I've just removed the personal information to protect the people's privacy. Right, then the Powerline View. You click there, it's going to show you how many members have joined after you in the Powerline. In my case, it's 93,177. Important, most of the people you see in the Powerline will not be under you in the matrix. Very important. Members are placed in the matrix following their enroller. Spillover is created when your enroller and the people above you in the matrix enroll people faster than you. When that happens, some of those people may fall under you in the matrix, as the only place for new members to go is under the ones who are already in there. Now keep in mind, there's a fast way to build and a slow way to build. The slow way is to simply sit back and wait for spillover. Depending on how fast the people you have in the matrix are building, it might take a few weeks to see any spillover, possibly even a few months. And that's okay. Even one person who gets placed below you in the matrix, who goes to work, could be earning you hundreds of dollars a month in residual income for years and years to come. So be patient. Or if you want to build the fast way, which I recommend, and make a lot more money by building your matrix faster and capitalizing on your huge matching bonuses, enrolling a few people is the way to go. Just enroll 2 people, literally triples your income potential. It gets you to bronze rank, and it gives you a huge head start to maximize the compensation plan. Well, either way works, and in the meantime, use your membership to save a ton of money on the highest quality products on the planet. It's a win-win, so become a product of the product. Now, yeah, you can see the search results from 1 to 100 and going all the way to 1,910,689. So, yeah, you can see the type, the name, and the date. And scroll down, you can see those individuals. I'm not going to show you that now to protect the people's information. Then coming to my referrals. My referrals simply shows you my team. And yeah, you can search depending on how many people you have in your team. If you're sitting with hundreds or thousands of team members, it will be a good way is to go and search it. Okay, so otherwise, if that's not an issue for you, you can simply scroll down and be able to see the people's names and everything there. You can also export this information if you so wish to in an Excel format. And then you'll be able to see the flag of the country that the person is from, their name, their email, the type, affiliate, status, and their phone number. So like I said, I've just removed the personal information to protect people's privacy. Okay, if we scroll down further, you'll be able to see here the genealogy, which we've already looked at. So I'm not going to go into that again. And then the contact manager. So if you actually click here on contact manager, it will take you also to my team, same information. So I'm not going to go through all of that again. We've just discussed that. And then coming back to Contact Manager, if you click on View, you'll be able to see a particular person's information. Now, I've taken out their personal information, just left their initials for the purpose of protecting their personal information. So if you click on that view, it will give you then the contact information. So it will give you the Livegood user ID, the type, affiliate, username, their first name, their last name, their email address, their phone number, their status, their source, when it was created. You can view their genealogy and whether they have upgraded. So this is quite a handy tool if you want to get into contact with your team, either through telephone or even via email or WhatsApp or whatever way you want to communicate with your team. This is a very handy information to have, contact info. So in summary, we looked at my team, the genealogy, we looked at the view enroller tree, matrix list view, and the Powerline view. We looked at my referrals and my team, and then contact manager, my team, which is the same as the one on my referrals, and the contact information. I hope this video was helpful.